So, flexible dieting.
It is pretty amazing.
I have to agree. Hello.
Oh, we're on.
Hello. So, we have finally worked out the kinks, and we're gonna try to keep Jackie on topic as much as possible. I really put in my best efforts last time. Also, it's Sunday.
Feels like Thursday.
Also, it's Sunday.
It's also Sunday. And I need at least an additional 12 hours of feeling like the weekend, even though I work for myself. Like, I feel like I still... Cheers.
Okay. No, I believe that.
Like,
I get it.
Monday still feels like Monday felt when I worked in retail.
So I'm still on Christmas and New Year time. So when Thursday was Monday, so like today is literally still like my Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
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 That's why I have real clothes on.
Yes.
I can only get real clothes on Wednesdays. Why? Everything else has just gone to complete crap. I really want to eat this. I'm waiting all day for this.
This is the greatest thing that you can do when you're prepping.
Yeah, I really honestly would just love to shake the hand of the person that put all of this together. Like, where are they now?
Actually, we should look that up. We should actually look up on Wikipedia, like, who created the s'more.
You want to go right to Wikipedia?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I want to go right to Wikipedia because I want to find that person. I also want to find their distant family members.
What do you think, like, the name is? Is it a man or woman?
I think
it's Eleanor, first of all.
I unfortunately think it's a man. But if you think about it, like, stories about food are crazy. Okay, like the Kellogg brothers. The people that created cereal. The people that created cereal were two brothers that hated each other, and then one brother took the idea from the other brother who created cereal because they owned a day spa. It makes no sense. It doesn't add up, but I promise it's real.
Well, here's the sad truth. Victoria's Secret is also a man.
Oh yeah, that's a guy.
And the person that created fucking vehicles is a guy. Like automobiles.
The guy that created the light bulb is a guy.
Like the guy. That guy is a guy. He's a total guy.
The guy that created.
This doesn't feel guy though.
This doesn't. But I have this itching.
This feels like chick was like first time out in the woods and she's like, yo, we've got all this stuff that the guy brought. No. Okay.
Maybe. What if? I don't know. I'm excited to read the story, but I'm definitely ready to eat this. All right. So it was a solid, like, if you're going to cook these in the microwave at home, like, she found out it's a solid 15 seconds.
Hey, but welcome to the show. Brains, gains, and bikini girl things.
There it is. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you want some chocolate, dog? There you go. So cute.
Dog.
Don't be messy on camera. Everywhere.
This is great.
We set just enough time for that to all melt. We're
gonna lick the plate.
A lick the plate situation.
Uh-huh.
I put enough lip gloss on too that it just slides off my lips.
I'm wearing like different types of lip balm and lip gloss put together, and I feel like all the marshmallow is gonna stick to my face the whole time. Also, not very high calorie treat. Yeah, treat yourselves.
I could have like 6 of these. Whoa. I swear to God, if I lose one macro this, so I'm gonna be upset. Like, what do I do with this?
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Yup. Yup. Go for the other one. Go for the other one. Go for the other one.
What are you trying to do to me?
You're going down. You're going down.
Is it all over my body?
I feel that the licking the plate part is gonna be the most fun. All right. I'm probably the only one, but if I have like an egg yolk in my meal and the egg yolk gets all over the plate, like I am licking the whole plate.
Yeah.
I love yolk.
Well, so I think it's yolk, but like yolk is like I'm gonna yolk you up.
I'm yoked.
Just like what's the other funny word you say you don't say it right?
Hypertrophy.
That's it.
Yeah.
And
there's others out there though.
And comfortable.
How do I say it?
Comfortable.
Oh yeah, comfortable. Yeah.
That makes me uncomfortable. Me too. I took my coffee and it didn't go anywhere. So
this was absolutely perfect.
I think our first topic that we're going to talk about today is our plans coming up. So
yes,
we've already announced in our bloopers that we are going to be in Santa Cruz.
Hey!
We have already announced in our bloopers that we are doing the Clash here in 12 weeks.
We're on prep now.
We are.
Raining s'mores. Fine. Flexible dieting, everybody.
Yep.
All right,
Thanks,
here we go.
Amber.
Here you go.
And then,
Oh, it's great when you lick the plate.
it's great when you lick the plate.
Mm.
So, we basically got all those bases covered already. But just in case you didn't know, Jackie and I are competing together again, just like we did in Montreal. We absolutely loved it. We had so much fun. It was so relaxing. It was super carefree.
Yeah.
We just took care of one another and able to get videos for each other, kind of.
It's good when you have that friend that you can ask for shameless content.
Yeah, until she doesn't go in and get it for you.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. So, Jackie has
I was the worst.
negative 1 point.
And what did I end up coming back with? Asian pastries.
God. And it did. You remember how fucking upset I was with you? I was mad. I was like, I know you're my friend, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm mad at you. And you're
But
like,
I appreciated that.
I said it to you right to your face. I was like, this is the first time I've ever been mad at you. And you go, why? And I told you, and you go, I got Asian pastries.
Like,
And
here's an egg tart.
Most aggressively just took the box away from her, set it on the table, and started eating them. And I immediately calmed down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. They were good egg tarts.
a little bit of hangry.
They were good. It was a weird place, you know? I love those Asian bakeries, but you just don't know what you're grabbing.
No, winter melons.
I still, that picture was definitely my Apple Watch face for a long time.
It's very good.
Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone knows what that picture looks like.
Montreal was sick. And then, so now we're going to be going to Aiken, South Carolina, going to Joe Pishkola's show. And we're going to love it. It's a pro-am, so we get to compete together once again. We're basically going to do that for the rest of our lives until we're old and wrinkly.
I love it. We're going to kill masters. Maybe, like, the older you get, they'll give you, like, a routine.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, go up there with top hats, all vaudeville, with, like, the sticks and the tap shoes.
Well, we could just switch divisions.
put on the
'cause at that
Ritz.
point, we're not going to care.
No. What would we switch divisions to? I would
Physique.
straight up women's bodybuilding.
Either way, we get to do a routine that I'm basically on the ground the whole time taking a nap.
It'll be great.
No, not taking a nap.
No, but I mean, we could.
We could.
Could.
Depends on how old
Depends
we
who
are.
shows up.
Yeah, and how old we are.
It depends.
Like,
on
you
how-
better not be in my class.
Yeah, don't be in my class. I want to win by sleeping.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Overall sleeping champion.
Yep. Yeah.
So, my macros have changed. They have gone down just by 200 calories a day. So I'll be at a little bit like below. Well, actually, if I'm doing refeeds, I'm not going to be as low as I think I'm going to be.
For the whole week, yeah.
Right. But so I want to kind of lose maybe like a half a pound. I didn't really go crazy, stir crazy in my off season. So about a half a pound a week is a good timeline. And hopefully reverse back up into that show. We're 11 weeks in a peak week out right now. I usually only count the weeks before peak week because
I would
work.
agree. Yeah.
So we're
Peak
11
week
weeks.
is just a nice cruise.
Yeah.
It's a nice cruise.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, like whenever my body is the type of body that immediately just like loves to hold glycogen, like instantaneously, which is fine because like I think the first time, or the first like few times I like went into an off season, I was like, oh cute, I gained 10 pounds of body fat. But no, it's not like that.
Your muscles just fill out.
Yeah, like even though I'm like technically 9 pounds up from my stage weight 7 weeks post show, when we start to focus on like bringing me back down, I feel that I'm holding at least 6 pounds of water.
Yeah, really?
Yes, definitely. My body's just that type of body. It just kind of likes to hold on. But also, like, I think
You
it's
also
in
train very hard.
Yes, so there's a lot of inflammation all the time. It's been reducing a little bit now that I changed my programming a little bit to just be more recovery, which is nice. But because I'm lifting heavier, it's kind of balancing out a little bit. But yeah, like I just think my body is in this, it loves like 127 to like 130. That's its like happy weight.
Yeah.
That's where it's like, oh, you're a woman again.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's very happy there. It
like,
doesn't like to let go of it.
That breaking point too, like I noticed, like for you, same for me, like I know when I'm actually like beginning to change and recomp when my legs get full. My legs will not get full until like 5 or 6 weeks post show, and I've been eating like, you know, reversing like consistently.
Yeah.
My legs will not fill out, but once my legs fill out, I know I've achieved some sort of like maintenance or gotten to a certain point where my body wants to hold, and it's like, all right, we're getting this amount of food, so let's change our ammo.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so weird because like
But your lifts are even better. There's like more fluidity in it.
It's been a great week.
Yeah.
It's been a great week for lifts. My deadlift is always going to be like much better than my squat, and now my squat is really good and it's amazing, and I just hope I get to hold on to it
Yeah.
as long as I can. I did it today and I squatted my PR weight for multiple sets. It was a great day. Yay for a strong butt. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I think like we won't have to go down too low for food. I think I'm just going to one day like whoosh all that water weight.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be like 3 pounds overnight.
It's the
for
best
no reason.
part.
Yeah, it's a great day, but it's also a weird day.
Yeah. And then so we didn't mention our cardio the first time, so we'll kind of go ahead and jump into like that stuff right now.
Yeah.
As of right now, I'm eating, I was at like 2350 for calories. Now I'm around like 2150 or like 2000, depending on, you know, how I'm kind of feeling. It doesn't, like if I have a little bit less activity, I won't push any more extra stuff. But I try to keep all of that consistent as possible. It's usually only a difference of maybe 50 to 100 calories a day, which is not much. It's like minuscule. So I am doing 4 to 5 days of like 10 to 15 minutes of cardio, and then I'm weight training 5 or 6 days a week because I love weight training, and it's a lot better for people like us with longer muscles and a lot of stuff to fill out.
Yeah, because we can get stringy so fast.
Yeah.
If we don't.
And then so my goal always is I'm trying to figure out my magical cocktail inside of my watch for calories burned, movement goals, and things like that. And I have a magical sweet spot of where if I burn 375 calories between cardio and weight training, that's my magical number to kind of like shift things from. That's like my starting point. And I burn like anywhere from like 275 to like 325 weight training, and then I'll finish the rest cardio. Wrap it up.
It's almost the same for me.
Yeah.
One thing I have to do though is like, because I like to keep track as well, it's like I have to manage my rest time in my workout.
You have to like wait extra long. It feels so long.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy feeling. It's like sometimes I'll take too much time off because I have a really bad habit of like, all right, I did my lift, now I'm resting. Oh wait, I'm on my phone. It's now been like 6 minutes. It should have been 3. Or like sometimes I don't take enough rest time where like if I'm squatting where I should be taking at least 2 to 3 minutes between each lift, and I'm not, and then I end up doing poorly. It's like I pay attention to my rest times while I train, and then I also have a bad habit of like waiting to do my cardio until like 11 p.m.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know why I do that.
I literally have to do 10 minutes sometimes a day. Do you remember when I texted you like 3 days ago and I was like, I don't want to do it, but I really have to go do 10 minutes of cardio.
Oh, yeah.
Like I showered and everything, and like I had my pajamas on, and I go, oh my god, I should do 10 minutes of cardio yet.
Yeah, like I wake up in the morning and I go, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
No, I don't do it.
I did a little bit after my workout today.
I bet it felt really achieving because whenever I actually get it done, I'm like, thank God.
Did it.
Thank God. And I told myself I was going to do it today, but I went to the gym late and I was
Y'all
like,
think
nah.
we don't struggle.
I struggle daily.
I look at 10 minutes and I'm like,
Oh yeah, like if you have like, let's say you have 30 minutes of cardio, you've already gotten through 5 minutes, so you tell yourself, okay, that's just another 2 10-minute sessions. You have to break up the time
That's
because
like microwaving 5 megafit meals.
Exactly.
5 more.
5. You have 5 more meals.
And those are the longest minutes in the world, are microwave minutes.
Oh my God, they really are. And I feel like every time I'm staring at the microwave, I'm just giving myself disease. Yeah. But I'm in it.
It's a hard competition between cardio and microwave minutes.
It is.
I never know.
It's very comparable.
And then also now my coffee machine. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels like that used to be faster.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that.
But wrapping it back around. These are all real struggles though. Like when you only have so many things to focus on, like that is a very main focus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I like using my Apple Watch. So if you have one, like I think it really helps you kind of like stay consistent in prep. Like keep your movement consistent so that your, preferred rate of loss when it comes to body fat, like is at least consistent as well. Because because like 1 week, if you're moving a lot and you get like 10,000 steps a day, the next week you only get like 3,000 steps a day, and your energy that you're expending is a lot less, and you're eating less. Like nothing's matching up. So it's like if you have one, use it.
Yeah.
It's not detrimental if you don't, but it's great if you do. Pretty happy about that.
So yeah, you'll be excited to know that we actually recorded half of our stuff in slow-mo.
We got a really good laugh out of it.
Y'all are going to really, really love the next clip.
It's great.
I was like, great. Just in case you didn't know, Jackie and I have, oh my God. What? No, nope. Have problems. No, have hair extensions. Yeah, mine are pretty much falling out of my head, but I also have not gotten them done in a minute, so. We find them all over the house. Oh yeah. It's great when you're brushing your hair and one just comes out with the brush. That's always fun. It's cute. It's a cute look. But if you guys knew what my hair looked like without these right now, I'm making a scarf out of all of your, out of all the extensions that fall out. Let's just make like a big braid and just wrap it around. Use it as floss. Yeah.
Leslie, no flop.
Wait, do the old lady.
I'm not doing it.
again.
Nope. Bloopers only.
It's so good.
So, we will come back to that.
Yeah.
We'll do more grandma things. Grandma.
This is my favorite. This. I could live like this all day long.
No fingers?
No fingers, Franny.
Just,
That's my name.
Just clubs.
Normal.
Those are some nice mugs.
I look great.
Your teeth are extra pearly today.
Thank you. I think it's straight up this sweater. I think it's really glowing out my face.
Not this tar coffee.
No, I've drinking so much coffee. There's no way my teeth could be
I think
white.
it's just drink.
Yeah.
We would like to give a shout out.
Yes.
So we're finally getting to that part. We would like to give a shout out to just someone that we just really love on Instagram. We're going to keep that in our weekly series, bi-weekly series. Good luck, figure it out yourself. But we wanted to recognize Bartley Weaver. If you don't know who that is, his IG name is
Dreamweaver IV.
Yes. And we recognize him because he is the eater of all things.
He has been in LA this week, and watching him eat pizza has really helped me throughout the first week of this prep.
Yeah.
It has been great. He is kind of the pizza king.
Yeah, he actually just did an eating contest out there, and I think he was the only one ever to finish it, and he did it like in the quickest time that they ever thought possible.
What did they have to eat?
It was like a burrito, like this monster like burrito, 5-pound burrito, I think, or something like that.
You know what sucks?
And he ate it in like 9 minutes and something seconds.
Actually, no. You know what's sad but also really cool is that you and me could both absolutely eat a 5-pound burrito each. Like it would be
not in 9 minutes.
Air. No, not in 9 minutes. I think it would take at least
like an hour.
At least an hour, but we would do it.
Yeah.
I don't think we would really have a problem with that, and also we would still be hungry afterwards.
More, if not more hungry.
Yeah, it would like spike our insulin and definitely get us way too excited about more food.
And then I would probably pass away.
We would both pass away, but it would be a great death. If I'm gonna die, please make it death by burrito.
And extra sour cream and queso.
Real sour cream.
So, he is the NFL Tennessee Titan. He's massive. Jackie's entire being is like the size of his right bicep.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure like his bicep eats as much as you do entirely. Literally,
in a whole day.
He eats like 17 brownies and cookies and then eats like crazy foods.
The beauty of being a guy. The beauty of testosterone.
Yeah.
It would be great if we could do that.
Yeah.
Although I think we can. We have.
Yeah.
We have subconsciously.
Yeah.
But he's super ripped, and he's also just like, he's a really happy person.
Yeah, I think he's just like the macro god.
Yes.
Yeah. But here's the thing too, he does like this really cool thing where like if he has like a crap ton of carbs for a long amount of time, he'll literally do a day like with no carbs. or he'll practice like a 1 day of fasting here and there.
That's super smart to do.
He has a system to clear his system and start over again, which I think is really, really good, especially if you have to eat that much to even maintain. Like for us, I have never had to really do that. I've always been able to just keep my carbs plugged in. I've never had to fast or anything. But I know you have experience with doing that and you really like it.
I love it. I feel like I do it for multiple reasons. So I definitely don't have any insulin sensitivity issues, but because I'm currently eating so high carb, it actually doesn't hurt to desensitize yourself to carbohydrates, especially in the bodybuilding world where obviously we're utilizing carbs to help us fill out, help us give us energy. We obviously don't want to have any insulin resistance issues. So it doesn't hurt, but also at the same time, I think especially in an off season, you can utilize some partial or intermittent fasting to obviously still be able to have fun and not go overboard. It's just a bit of planning. But if your carbs are super high, kind of giving yourself, a moment of maybe a higher fat day versus a higher carb day and maybe matching your calories is definitely not a bad route to go.
Right.
I would say.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to resensitize yourself to carbohydrates.
I mean, literally everything is proven to work.
Yeah.
Everything. I don't put any sort of method past anybody.
Yeah.
You got to do what works for you. I'm telling you, whatever he's doing, it works for him.
Yeah.
This is one thing I notice about everyone is that, taking it away from the food side a little bit more about, the physical, he has, great skin.
Yeah, he does.
He eats whatever he wants, and he has, a great, just great skin and just a great overall, appearance. So it's cool
That's,
to see.
how stress plays that part, though.
Yeah,
he
totally
is not
agree.
Stressed.
No, I don't think so.
At all. I mean, he's a human. I'm sure he's stressed sometimes. But,
Yeah.
he's not eating and then, killing himself the next day over it. That's for sure. So it plays a part in everybody. If you're going to relax for a second and maybe have some fun, don't stress over it. You'll be fine. You won't blow up.
Yeah, I actually would love to know his macros.
Ooh.
If he has set macros, I want to know what they are. If he carb cycles or something like that. But I feel if he freaking carb cycles, I always catch him on high carb day.
Yeah, if he's carb cycling, actually, if he would not carb cycle, because then those high days would be
that's not bro enough.
No, those would be way too high. I think. All right, let's see if we can guess, and then I definitely want to just bluntly ask him, and hopefully he'll tell us. I feel like he'll tell us, but I think he's eating 3,600.
Oh God, no! I think he's eating way more than that.
Yeah.
I want to
4,000.
I would say probably 4,500 a day. I would say.
Wow.
And mostly carbs and fats.
Wow, God, that's got to be a dream.
I think so. I really think that he's eating like that.
How old is he?
I think he's our age.
Okay.
30 something, early 30s.
Okay.
And
wow.
he's just massive. He has a lot of lean muscle, so I really think that his body just
I bet he's
runs
rocking 600
through
carb.
stuff. I think more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think in between 600 and 1,000.
Well, we're gonna ask him.
I
Hopefully
can't
he
wait.
says it. I can't
I'm
wait.
usually pretty good at this stuff.
I feel like we should do a full blown bet on this.
I bet you coffee.
Fair. Completely fair. Completely fair.
This coffee, it's not cheap.
Yeah, completely fair. I'll take it.
Yeah,
but yeah.
And then you can just drink the rest of my coffee if you win, but I don't think you're gonna win.
No, I'm probably not gonna win. I've been undershooting quite a bit. I have been undershooting. But he's super cool.
Yeah.
I think he's an inspirational human being. He loves getting to know everybody in the industry. He also loves getting to know everybody in this city in Nashville. So he's really proactive with just kind of creating that fit fam. We barely know each other and he communicates with me on the internet. I love that.
He responds to messages too. I'm sure that there's some questions he just doesn't respond to. But I think that, for the most part, he responds to everybody too. He's a really, really nice guy. And like I said, he's the Tennessee Titan. So you can find him, on TV. I don't know how many games they got left, but they won today. So that's awesome. We'll see what happens in the next couple weeks. But yeah, go ahead and give him a follow. It's Dreamweaver IV. And yeah, that's almost really awesome.
I went with it.
Really awesome.
I was going with it. I needed to do a dance move because now I've double caffeined since the start.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here for it.
I'm not sweating anymore.
I'm not either. Wow. I'm not either. I was sweating in the beginning, but also the sun was coming in. It was very aggressive. And then the caffeine had just hit me. I feel like I'm talking at a mile a minute.
Yeah. Well, and then also
We'll find out in a minute.
So there's probably like a shadow here now too. Oh, there is.
Hey.
Because we're doing this very late. No. We know why you are actually here. You're here for the funnies. And then you're also here to get some brain gains, because that's the name of the show. Brains Gains Bikini Girl Thangs. So we wanted to talk to you about, now I weigh literally 0.0001 pounds less.
Already in prep. The body is like, nope.
Anyway, so we just kind of had to change gears in the last couple days going into prep. We all know how hard that is. Sometimes it comes like right away, and then sometimes it takes a little bit to stick. You know, I've heard like up to like maybe like 2 weeks. It kind of like, you know, it's just hard to make that transition.
It's so hard.
Yeah, and it's weird because your macros can literally stay the same starting your prep, but it registers so much differently because of the mindset.
You look at all of your food differently. You start looking at like, because the longer...
It immediately feels like poverty, and you are not in poverty when you're eating 300 plus carbs.
Yeah, I'm eating so many carbs, and I swear I could finish them by like 2 o'clock, because I feel like prep always rolls around when you master your calorie intake.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
Right when you're like, okay, I don't really have to think about this. It's easy to get this in. Like some of my meals are a lot more calorie dense.
Yeah.
And some of them are more volume.
And everything starts to zoom.
Everything. And you start now, the longer you prep, the more you realize like, what macronutrient ratios work best for your body to get you in a leaner state. Some people do well on like moderate to higher fat. My fats basically have to be swiped away. So even though I'm still eating high fat right now, my brain is telling me like, no, that's 4 grams of fat. I can't have that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I get so stingy with everything. Like the second it starts.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my body a little bit more used to like higher fats. So, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We could talk about that another time for sure.
Yeah,
like all that kind of stuff. I think
that's
that's actually important, because we always need a certain amount of fats to literally get by and just have normal function, to sleep, to breathe, to digest, to think, all this stuff. So we need like a normal amount, a baseline amount of fats for our body. It depends on what you do, what your daily activity is, what you're trained, everything.
Yeah.
So genetics, everything. So, but that's definitely another topic for another time, so we can crush that.
That's good. That kind of like rolls into something. It's nice. They kind of like plan ahead, you know.
It's like a roller coaster.
But it's crazy. Like my first week, my food hasn't changed. My cardio hasn't changed. It's the same as it was last week when I was feeling.
But it's harder.
It's so much harder. I like anticipate.
You're like I'm a stick. My face is sinking in.
Yeah, like
I need more food.
Everything feels like poverty within seconds. And like the way my last season went, you watched me go from like 50 carb to like 325. It was just a roller coaster. But like, I don't know where this prep is going to take me. We don't know how my body's going to react. The first week is going to be a pain in the butt, because our bodies are like, no.
Yeah. I'm literally going through that right now. So I did like that initial drop, like the carbs, you just pop, like I only moved 15 grams of carbs out, just because like I knew I was going to be on the couch more.
Yeah.
And literally it's a complete freaking 180. It's so crazy how hungry I am.
Immediately. You're starving. We're eating so much food, but we are starving.
It doesn't make sense.
It's all mental.
It literally is so insane. So how we combat this is we try to, so yeah, it's hard, but so we try to keep in the foods that we like in our diet. Sometimes we'll change the portions or switch even the times of day that we'll eat them. My cravings usually kick in. My cravings are in the morning. So I like my sweet stuff in the morning. At night, I like my more savory stuff, like my fries and my chicken BLT or whatever I just had. So like, I think that for most people though, sometimes they want to eat like that big meal at night.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I think that actually started to transition for me, because now that I had been reversing for a while and like my calorie intake got so much higher, I was able to start like enjoying meals with my boyfriend at night and like making dinner together and like making things fit. So it's like, I think as I experience stuff like that, like I think my preps will change a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I think now it's been so long since I've been able to experience like a legit home cooked meal that pretty much has whatever in it and I know it'll fit.
Right.
So I think that might change how I treat my food during prep.
Yeah.
Like I can experience like Bisquick pancakes.
Right.
Did I say that weird?
No.
Bisquick.
Bisquick.
Bisquick. Okay. But like, how long has it been since I've had a Bisquick pancake? I mean,
Yeah.
forever, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like now I actually might transition some of those slightly less volume meals maybe into my prep because like you, like I don't do well on the vegetable thing. High volume meals can sometimes maybe have too much fiber and they just mess with my digestion when you get to a really lean state. Like, I don't know. I feel like this one's going to be like kind of different though because I could have experienced so much in the last month.
Yeah. Well, and you've been able to like really, your macros have opened you up to another like whole world of like experimenting with types of foods, combinations, things that you weren't able to fit in before while also eating like your normal, you know, healthy foods. Like we're able to like eat like good stuff. Like I eat like my Lion's Choice. Sometimes I'll crush it like twice a day. We have room to put a stack of pancakes with like 4 tablespoons of butter. You know what I mean?
And if you're not there yet, just patience. It takes time. For
7 years.
7 years. Like I'm surprised I'm where I'm at after like 2.
Yeah.
But everybody's body is super different. You
Very.
know, people just have a different metabolic function. So like if you're eating low, just know it's not forever, but the more that you just like adhere and comply to that process, no matter who you're working
adversities.
with, it can be hard. I've eaten nothing. I feel you.
Yeah. Well, when we first started talking, I remember you were eating like 50 grams of carbs and I was like, I just so really was like, why?
Why and how? Why? I actually, now that I look back at that period, I have no idea how I did that, but I did that. I had no idea, but at that point,
it wasn't affecting her at all. Like she like is the same at 365 grams of carbs as she was at 5 or 50.
There were moments where I was shut down.
Yeah, but
I
I
had
mean,
some shutdown moments.
but like your mood was relatively the same.
It's
all mindset.
And I was moving more at that time. Funny
Way
enough,
more.
I was moving a lot more because I used to teach group fitness and I would walk back and forth in this room all day long and I was eating that low, but I was busy, so I don't think I realized it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like and sometimes in prep, you have to eat low sometimes. Maybe not always that low. I'm sure that I'll never have to do that again. But I mean, sometimes you go low. Like I think like that might be for me, like to get to that like stage lean ready look, I might always have to eat a little low.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? I think you're going to experience a way different, you know, situation this time because you actually had a really, really good reverse. It was strategic and there was reason and rhythm to the whole entire process. So I think it's going to be a different experience for you. I don't think your low is going to be your lowest low anymore.
No.
And I don't think you're going to have to, burn as much.
Yeah. The scary thing was though, oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's all right.
No.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that you need to stick to your dang reverse.
Yeah.
It is not that hard.
No.
It is all a mental thing. Just know, like if say, there's 2 ways that you can do a reverse. You can ask your coach to literally give you a 4-week plan so you know ahead of time what you're going to be doing, and it might be more like it just might be easier to adhere to if you know what to expect.
Yeah,
like if you know by the end of 4 weeks that you're going to be at 200 carbs a day or whatever your obsession is,
you're more willing to adhere.
Yeah, like you're more willing to be like, all right, well, I do get it no matter what, so I'm going to just stick to my numbers. And then there's other clients that like to really just be really just precise into the number, and they allow room for other things to happen. So for like cardio to come down and just different things. There's a lot of different variables going to reverse.
There's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So, but 90% of my clients are week to week.
That's how my clients are as well. And like, even when I'm working with more general population, people who are not competitors, and they have to kind of start a reversal process, even though it's not that much less, it does feel restrictive in the beginning. And I always tell them, like, just know this food's gonna get higher. Like, it's gonna go back up. The more that you just kind of stick to that and get through the highs and lows, the better it's gonna be. There is a light at the end of that tunnel, I swear.
Yeah, and I honestly, more often than not, more body fat is burned if you follow through that reverse process.
The more muscle you have.
I'm telling you, it's so crazy. I have a couple girls right now reversing, and they're just getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
better and better.
Practice
and better.
makes perfect.
It does. It might take a couple times. I've had, you know, girls try to do the reverse right out of their first shows, and it was a little bumpy, or they completely feel like they went off track or things like that. But the second time out and the second time back into that reverse, it was a completely different story because they really understood why it was in place.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't want to go through that again.
That's the thing. I will always remind myself of 50 carb.
Yeah.
Always remind yourself of the hardest time.
Yeah.
That'll help you push through. That's for sure.
Yeah. And there's also another side to this too. It's not gaining too much body fat. Not gaining enough is also terrible for you.
Yeah. Like, I think the one thing that I can't stand that I see on the internet, a lot of people, and again, everybody's body is different. I can't dissect what a lot of people are doing behind the scenes. But okay, so I'm 7 weeks post-show. There's a lot of girls that also did the same show as me that you could not tell the difference between 1 day out and 7 weeks post-show.
Right.
And again, like, I don't know how much they're eating, but I don't think that it's necessary to pride yourself too much for looking exactly the same. Like, because that's not the goal. The goal is to not see how long you can look stage lean while eating more food. Like, that's not the point. And so I don't want anybody to compare themselves or get discouraged because your reverse isn't the same as, like, you know,
your best friend
Valerie's, who is like still seeing, you know, veins in her arms 7 weeks post show. There's a lot of girls out there who literally look exactly the same. Either they could literally not be eating enough. I don't know. I have no idea. But don't pride yourself in looking stage lean after your show.
Right.
The point is to put on a healthy amount of body fat at a smooth rate to build your energy back, to gain strength, to get stronger, and to build more lean muscle.
Right.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Don't focus on trying to be that stage look all the time.
Because it's all about metabolism. It will all circle back to metabolism and your hormones. So when those get all stirred up and off, it is a process. Eliminating variables and figuring out what it is and fixing the problem can sometimes take months. Yeah. So you can change things so quick, and it will take a long time to fix. And sometimes chronic things will just hammer themselves down, and that's where you are. So it's really, really important that you just take your health seriously. Yeah. Especially being a competitor. You've got to be able to have these cycles in and out, you know, and especially if you're at a competitor that you get lean enough and you lose your cycle. I mean, I've never lost my cycle. I know people that have, clients that have, but everybody is their own different thing. Sometimes you've got to bring clients in super, super lean, depending on what they look like. Sometimes you don't have to bring them in as lean as conditioned as, you know, the next person. Right. But it is a cycle, like it's a cycle. You've got to come in and out of these phases to keep your body happy and healthy and regulated.
A lot of clients will ask me too, like right from the start, I think the most common question I get, and probably all coaches get this question, how long will this take? Yeah. They ask right in the beginning, like, so how long does this take, either just in general or like before I can cut, or like how long does a reverse take? And like, I think the most common answer is it depends. Yeah. It totally depends, but like, leave yourself more room mentally than you might even need. Because if you're coming from a place of under eating or chronically dieting or yo-yo dieting, and you've never really worked on your metabolic health, you can't expect yourself to have 10 years of subconscious dieting and under eating and then only like 1 month of reversing that whole process. You just have to have a lot of patience with it. Yeah. It could take most people maybe, but yeah, like it could take you maybe 3 to 6 months, or it might take you like a year or 2 years. Everyone is different.
And you know what? And if it's worth it, like I'll tell you right now, it is definitely worth it to get your calories up. Be a normal human being, and you can still be lean and have your calories through the roof. Yeah. So how many weeks out from a show am I? We did the Ben Wider. That was my last show. Yeah. That was a while ago. I would say 4 months ago. Now.
Yeah. Wow, that was already 4 months ago.
Yeah, and I'm 132.5 pounds, and my stage weight is 125. I'm 7.5 pounds over my stage weight. Yeah. And that was very gradual, and I've been kind of just chilling right around this weight.
Yeah. And the point that you're in with your metabolism, you can have days where you can have fun and it's just not going to take you backwards at that point. Like your body burns enough energy at rest.
If anything, it helps.
Most likely it helps. Yeah.
Right. And that's worth it. That is so worth
totally
reversing.
Worth it.
To be able to like take, like if Oscar and I wake up on a Saturday morning and we're just like, want to go get drunk? Yes,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know, and you can have fun. And, you know, another thing too, like I'll bring it up right now, the sex drive thing.
Oh, bless my boyfriend's heart.
Yeah, same. I mean, I know everybody experiences it. It goes away. To be able to get that back, I'll tell you right now, is such a stress reliever.
Yeah.
And honestly, a relationship saver.
It is. Like you will... Relationship shaver.
It is not a shaver.
It's not a shaver. Oh my gosh. And I finally got my libido back. TMI, but here it is. Like, I finally and I thought something was really, really wrong with me. Because, like, that's kind of the one thing I think that nobody highlights on. So when you kind of lose that, you have no idea what's wrong with you. You have no idea. You're like, wow, I'm just a dysfunction. I'm a walking dysfunction.
Well, for me, I'm like, I always look at Oscar and I'd be like, he's hot. I love that man.
Yeah.
But then I would never get the urge to do anything.
No. And then, like, you feel like if you're going to, like, you plan ahead for it. Like, I planned ahead for it.
Oh, yeah.
And then it would not.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's literally, it's such a loop. It's so nuts.
Bodybuilding with a significant other by your side, that right there is the ultimate relationship tester, let me tell you.
It is. And you and Mikey actually do that.
Yeah, literally. It's very real.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky.
Yeah, I
go
think
Mikey.
So. Yeah.
Go Mikey and Oscar.
For real, though.
Go, boys, go.
They're like, oh my God.
MVP, you two.
For real. They deserve like so many cookies
They
and
do.
a lot of sex.
They do. They do. And then we'll definitely take some of those cookies.
And then the cookies are for us.
Yeah, the leftover cookies.
We brought the cookies into the room so we could eat them.
Basically. I did this for you, but it's really for me.
It's for you, for me.
It's for all of us.
It's for
I'm
you,
thinking
me,
about
for
the next
Jackie
time I
and
can
Mikey.
eat cookies.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Well, that too. Like, I feel like, okay, so that's
we
the
ate
thing.
so many cookies.
We can eat cookies.
It's great. They were dense.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember this. Were you with your other twin?
Maybe.
Yeah, right.
They were dense.
Who? The twins?
The twins were dense. Well, we had a lot of cookies, for sure. The cookies were really, really good. I will say that. I really enjoyed eating
What cookies?
Stacked cookies.
Oh, thank God. I was just like, I don't know what the heck. They were so good.
They were very good.
My birthday ones.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
My favorite one, I think, was the one with the golden Oreo on it, the raspberry lemon.
Oh, yeah.
That one was really, really good. I'm one of those people that I like the light dough ones, like the
Mine
sugar
was
cookie
the
dough.
cranberry praline ones. Those were so good.
Was that the one with the pecans on top? Also, we discussed what's a praline. So if you know, comment below.
Yeah, I still don't know, but I know I like it.
Like, praline is always mixed in with, like, pecan. By the way, pecan or pecan? Comment below. Pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
Pecan, thank God.
Like toucan.
Toucan.
It's not toucan.
No. Do you think anybody calls it that?
No, God, no.
I hope not. Yeah, pecan. And then I say caramel.
Yeah.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I love you.
I want a caramel apple.
Oh my God, I do want a caramel apple, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We can make that fit.
Yes, we can.
So it's all carbs.
You can make anything fit. Get over yourself.
Yeah, like I want to know, actually, I'm going to have to look that up. What are the calories of the caramel apple? Anyway, I looped off of that for a second.
So, but we did cover all the bases of reverse and just how important it is. And then we also want to make sure that we remind you that getting into prep mindset it's not just going to come naturally. It doesn't matter how motivated or excited you are. Mm-hmm. It's going to be tough because you're going into a completely different mindset. The idea of being on a diet already sucks. So just be kind to yourself, take the process slow, do things that make you happy in the process, self-care, eat that big tasty meal at the time of the day that you want to. And do what works for you meal-wise. You don't have to eat 6 meals a day. You can eat 1.
Yep.
Whatever it is, whatever gets your mindset revved up and ready to go for prep, do that.
And then also, like, you don't have to, like, completely 180. So, like, the one thing for me that, like, helps in the beginning of a cut is just changing one thing at a time. So, like, I'll just kind of change one of my maybe looser, not so whole food meals back into a more, you know, nutrient dense meal.
Right.
You know, change one thing at a time. You don't have to, like, you know, dip your toe in like 10 pools at once.
Right.
But yeah, like one thing at a time. Don't go crazy. I mean, that's the mistake that everybody makes, right? They all try to 180 their lives, and then bam, you crash and burn, and then you're going back to square one. Don't do that.
Right. And in your reverse, do not lose your good habits that you had on your last prep. Keep those habits rolling so that when you start your prep up again, that they haven't left you and you can just go right into it.
Yeah.
You know, if you go somewhere, pack your meals, be prepared, be proactive, and things like that. You'll find so much more success than that than slacking off.
And I feel like we're at the point now, it's like when you reverse 90% of the time, like when you're not enjoying a meal out at a restaurant or like having a looser night out, it's pretty much like prep with just different food.
Yeah.
Or just more of the same types of foods that you even eat on prep.
Right.
More rice in the meal. You go from 3 ounces to 6 ounces. And so it's like, keep that pattern. If this sport means that much to you, those are the habits that you kind of really need to keep in your day just to make every single prep successful.
Yeah. And too, like, for me, like, I feel very deeply about this. I want to do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And it might not mean that I'm going to compete when I'm 40, but like, I just think that for me, I love doing this. I love the discipline. It affects me in so many other areas of my life and just makes me a better, more well-rounded person. Yeah. And it helps me separate the idea of relaxation, and it makes vacation so much better and free time so much better when you have discipline around the clock all the other times.
Yeah.
So it makes life a little bit sweeter. It really, really does.
Yeah. It makes vacations easier. Because like if your brain finds that balance during that prep, during when everything is structured,
right,
it kind of just balances everything else out. Also, I see a lot of competitors who kind of like treat prep and treat like a competition season like a light switch. They turn it on, and then the minute they're not in prep, they turn it off. I can guarantee you that it's
not sustainable.
Not going to be sustainable. I see a lot of people who don't have any structure. Some people that kind of skip the whole reverse thing. The biggest problem with that is that every time you prep, you're going to have to start from square one again. There's no progression there. I mean, unless you're a freak of nature.
Yeah.
But, you know, I see a lot of people just kind of don't treat this as a lifestyle. That's the big difference.
Yeah.
It's our lifestyle. This
It
is something we enjoy the process, you know, and so it's not like we just turn the switch off and have margaritas like 4 times a week.
Right.
Well, one time we do that. 1 week. 1 whole week of margaritas. But it's only 1 week.
I remember that week.
But see, like, again, we know how to reel it back in because we care about this.
It was a good week.
It was a great week.
We're about to close this baby up. We wanted to just remind you guys that getting in that prep mindset is hard.
It's super hard. Don't get discouraged right from the get-go. It's all a process. It's a journey. But that's why we are making these videos. We're trying to help you through certain moments in your prep, in your off season, in life in general. Let you know it's all okay.
Yeah. Soon to be 4-time Olympian, still struggles. Still struggles. So, I mean, there's things that I don't struggle with that people do, and then there's things that I struggle with that other people don't.
Yeah.
So
you are your own human.
Yeah, we all live different lives. So, and again, like Jackie said, it's a journey. You're going to have ups and downs regardless.
Yeah.
So, and then pick your battles.
Pick your battles.
Yeah.
And always think of it this way. Like I said before, if everything was perfect, life would be super boring.
Yeah.
And you would never learn from your mistakes.
Right. And life is just a constant battle of trying to grow your delts. Just fight the good fight, yeah.
Oh, God. It is a constant fight. These babies are never going to grow.
Yeah, they are.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
More
We're making
carbs.
strides. More carbs and mobility. Don't forget your mobility. I'll leave it there.
And we are going to pick up on self-care and stuff and everything next episode too. We're excited to talk about that because that is something we both engage in. We spend a lot of dinero on it. So I think it's an important topic. If you guys want us to dive into like sex and libido more, if you guys want to talk about more like prep hacks and things like that, let us know. We're here to help you. We love doing this stuff, and we both have two different brains.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that it's super important that you guys have this outlet. You can use us, and we'll be ready for you. So just toss us some questions.
I've done more dance moves in this than anything else.
Calories burning.
Literally, I'm burning
We're
calories.
literally gonna take out our brick wall. You're gonna take it right out.
It's gonna go down, and then they're gonna see where we really are.
We literally, I'm pretty sure, like they know.
You figured it out.
They literally know.
Ladle.
My kitchen is back there.
It's back there, ready for more coffee.